My name is Joe. 20 years ago, my wife and I moved to Lake County with our 4 young children and settled down. In that time, we've worked, worshiped, played, and raised our family. Today, I've met the people and discovered the businesses and organizations that make up a vibrant, dynamic community. Join us as we share with you what makes South Lake great. I'm Joe, and Joe knows South Lake. What's up, everybody, and good Monday morning. Man, I am so glad to be back here. You know, I had a great weekend. We're going to talk about this a little bit in the Cup of Joe. I got to visit some very old dear friends and visit a place that was very important to me. Time in my life that was terribly, terribly hard, but was really the foundation of a lot of my success. We're going to talk about this. So I'm so glad, though, to be back to Monday morning. I'm back on the show. I'm here with you. I'm excited. We have guests lined up for the next 3-4 weeks solid. And by the end of this week, I'll have guests lined up for the next 8 weeks. So I'm really psyched. Okay, what are we going to do today? Well, today on the show for you, it's Egg McMuffin Day. No, this is not on the National Day calendar, but it is Egg McMuffin Day. We're going to talk about that. We are going to announce some things about the station and talk about this week's guest. I have an amazing lineup this week, so we're going to talk about that. On Cup of Joe, we're going to talk about perspective. As a matter of fact, that is the theme of the week. On Cup of Joe, we're going to talk about perspective, some of its methods, some of its effects, how you can get perspective, ways to find it. And finally, today I met this fella. Actually, I love the way I meet some of our guests because I had been booking one day last week. I was sitting up at the Outpouring. I was at the Outpouring on 50 in Claremont, and I had several appointments that day, and I was talking to people, and I mean, this guy was sitting next to me, and I kept hearing pieces of his story, and finally I said, "Hey, what are you doing?" And so he told me about this really cool idea. His name is Sean Erhardt. He was free this morning. I had an opening, so I brought him in. We're going to talk to him about a very unique thing that he's doing for the fur babies in our life, the canines in our life, canine therapy and lodging. And his business is Crate and Play, but it's a brand new business. So we're also going to talk to him about some of the challenges of starting a new business. And I'm sure this is a subject that Jay can get a heart for here as he walks it out. So that's our show today. We are going to talk about this as soon as we get back. We're going to hear from our sponsors, and I'll see you in a minute. Joe Knows South Lake would like to thank the following sponsors.
Your CBD store Claremont provides a wide range of high-quality, full and broad-spectrum CBD products. Topical creams, tinctures, water solubles, edibles, and even CBD products for your pets. From soil to oil, your CBD store Claremont sources and provides third-party lab tests for all products so that you know exactly what you're getting. Stop by your CBD store Claremont today to speak with one of our knowledgeable staff members to find the right CBD product for you.
My name is Michael Singh, Agency Principal of Singh Insurance and Financial Services. We offer auto insurance, home insurance, and life insurance. Our office number is 352-432-1646, and you can also check us out on our website at www.singhinsurancegroup.com.
Welcome to Erica's Tea Room. Located in the heart of downtown Claremont, this specialty tea shop offers a traditional high tea experience that can be enjoyed with family and friends. While here, you can choose from over 100 teas from all over the world, and a multitude of teapots are available for purchase. Join us for lunch or choose from one of our special evening events. Call to make a reservation. Erica's Tea Room, making memories every cup.
And welcome back. I just love being here. We have as much fun on the breaks as we do on the show. All those things that we're just not going to tell you about.
Joe, we have way more fun on the break than we do during the
Sometimes
show.
we do. Sometimes
It's way more fun during the break.
That's because we're not live, Jay.
Right. It's all fun and games.
Because it's all fun and games. All right. Egg McMuffin Day. Look, I heard about this morning, and I personally didn't go take advantage of it because I am in the South Lake Chamber Wellness Challenge. I knew if I showed up at McDonald's, it wouldn't be an Egg McMuffin. And McDonald's has declared today Egg McMuffin Day, National Egg McMuffin Day. There's actually still time. What's the official time, Jay? Is it... Let me see. It's 10:05. If you download the McDonald's app and you go to your participating McDonald's, and I believe all of them in this area are participating, you can actually get a free McMuffin. Just show them you have the app downloaded. There might be some other hoops to jump through, but still, it's free. So if you like Egg McMuffins and you want to get them free, go on down there. I just thought this was cool marketing. Across the nation, the Egg McMuffin can't cost me. Egg McMuffin was actually the beginning of the breakfast sandwich craze in America. And it was discovered completely by accident. And the guy who discovered it actually made more. It was a McDonald's franchiser, early 70s, late 60s, early 70s. And actually made more money selling the Teflon rings, which were exclusive only to McDonald's, or at least for a long time, made more money selling the Teflon rings that he developed to make the Egg McMuffin, because the thing was unique about the Egg McMuffin was they used an actual cracked egg instead of some sort of egg patty with fillers. And so he made more money, like literally tens of millions of dollars than he did in his franchise. And that's one of the cool stories about McDonald's. Is that the franchisees come up with ideas, they move into other businesses, they make money. Okay, great announcement. Man, we are at a great spot. Here on South Lake TV, our numbers just last month topped out over 25,000 unique viewers. That's right, 25,000 people in Lake County are watching our show. But here's the best part. Our reach is almost 800,000 homes. That's only direct viewers that we can track through social media. People watch us through Roku and online, the shared things. There's a bunch of views we can't track. That's just what we track. So we reach the entire villages. We reach obviously all of South Lake, most of Lake County, parts of West Orange, Polk, and Sumter. Got to be advertising your business here. If you're not, you're a fool. Sad to say that the series finale tonight for Erica's Tea Room will be on. They've had a good run and we've enjoyed working with them. We wish them great success in their endeavors. And we encourage you, tune into their show. Just really blow it up for them as they say goodbye tonight. And finally, just want to give a quick announcement. We have an amazing week of guests this week. Tomorrow, I have Kirby Smith, who is running against Wendy Breeden for District 3 County Commissioner. So we're going to talk to him, much like we did with the Claremont City Council elections. We're going to do this with all the elections, give all the candidates an opportunity to come, to sit in the chair, and to talk about why they think they're the best person for the job. Don't forget, with elections, we're not only your election headquarters. Our rule, no negativity. You can talk about challenges and why you can take care of them, but you cannot talk about the other guy or the other party. We might let you talk about the other party a little bit, but you better keep it clean. Okay, on Wednesday, we have Dawn Carter is a pastor and an amazing young woman at the FUMC, Faith United Methodist Church. I think that's the name of it. I made the mistake of just writing down the writing down the abbreviation. I'm pretty sure that's it. But Dawn also runs something called their Celebrate Recovery program. It's a program every week. She has an amazing story about four people with life controlling problems. She's going to come talk about that on Thursday. I know Miss Doris is looking forward to this. We have Michaela McLean, 2020 Miss Florida, is going to join us. Talk about all the things that she's doing, talk about the Miss Florida concept and the scholarships, her impact, the impact of the pageant on her life, and how she hopes to impact other young women and the community. And here we go. We just brought this up. I honestly have to say she's an amazing young woman. I've heard her speak a couple of times through social media. I'm really excited that the first time I'm going to see her in person is right next to me in the chair. So that's really cool. And finally, on Friday, we have Wendy Breeden, who is the Lake County District 3 Commissioner. She's the incumbent. We're going to give her a chance to talk about the impact she's had on the community and why she thinks she should stay in the spot. So really looking forward to this week. We are going to try to announce our weekly guests so you can plan a little better and tune in for the show. I think they're all amazing shows, but you may not agree with me, so I'm going to give you a chance to pick and choose a little. Finally, we're going to talk about perspective today. One of the things I just want to talk, I had a great time. There was a time in my life where I had a heavy life controlling problem, and like all of us, we have a past. And there was a place called Dunklin Memorial Camp. It's a Christian men's fellowship. It's a residential 10-month program in the swamps of Okeechobee. I spent 10 months cutting logs as part of a ministry into my life when I needed to get some distance and get some perspective and learn how to be a better human being, how to be a dad and a husband, how to really follow Jesus. It was at Dunklin that I learned to be a disciple. I had been saved some years before, but I really wasn't much of a Christian until Dunklin came along. And this weekend I got a chance to go back and they have a homecoming every year for those of us who have graduated the program. I really enjoyed seeing all my friends, but it really was a great time of perspective and seeing how far I've come to re-examine and reflect on the miracles the Lord has made in my life. So this week I want to talk about perspective. Just quickly right now, all I want to say is you need some. Without perspective, it's easy to get sucked into the idea that whatever you're dealing with is the most important thing. I had stuff that was concerning me greatly on Friday. It was really tearing me up. This morning, those problems, they're still here, but they seem so minuscule. And because I have perspective, I'm seeing some solutions I didn't see on Friday. I don't feel as overwhelmed. I don't feel hopeless. I know that because of the things I've overcome in the last 15 years, that these problems I'm facing today have very simple, easy solutions. So tune in this week for Cup of Joe. We're going to talk all week about perspective, how to get it, and what the benefits of it are. So finally, I'm excited. We're going to hear from our sponsors as usual. And when we get back, we're going to be joined by Sean Erhardt. He is the co-owner and co-founder of Crate and Play, but that crate is C.R.A.T.E. He's going to explain to us what that means, and he's going to give us an idea of his concept and some of his challenges building a business. So we'll see you in a second, and he'll join us. See you in a minute. Joe Knows South Lake would like to thank the following sponsors.
Check out these gourmet deals from Bergeron Claremont, like our daily deals. Milkshake specials. Kids eat free. That's right, kids 10 and under eat free every Monday with purchase of an adult combo. Choose from delicious protein combos like beef, chicken, lamb, fish, veggie, and even the Impossible Burger. Milkshakes are buy one get one free Monday through Friday from 2 to 5 p.m. Stop into Bergram Claremont today to take advantage of our daily deals, like the Monday Crispy Chicken Combo, the Tuesday Falafel Combo, the Wednesday Angus Beef Combo, and the Thursday Spanish Beef Combo. Gourmet deals from Bergram Claremont, located just off Highway 27 and the Epic Theater Shopping Plaza. Bergram, millions of possibilities, endless combinations.
Okay, so Noah wasn't aware, but we decided that we're going to take Noah's braces off today, just a few weeks early. Noah, we're going to take your braces off.
Okay.
You okay with that?
Yeah.
For real?
When I came into the orthodontist today, I had no idea that my braces were going to be taken off.
Alright, you ready to do this? Okay, a little bit tight. I'm going to push on this tooth here, okay? Great job. He was in treatment for about a year just to fix some of the alignment of his upper and lower teeth. And yeah, we just surprised him. Alright, are you ready to take a look? They look really, really good.
I finally get to feel what it feels like without braces anymore. I love my new smile and everything looks great.
Joe Knows South Lake would like to thank the following sponsors. Welcome back. Always good to hear from our sponsors. They really, my appreciation for them is I just don't have enough words for how much I appreciate our sponsors. This is Sean Erhardt. Sean, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
You are one of those people that we call them a friend of the station and a friend of the show. Hopefully we can help you with your business a little bit. Sean is the fellow I was just talking to you about. Let me tell you about, I should have changed my notes already. And of course, getting old. I can't wait till I can get rid of it. I've grown this thing for a play I'm in, and I can't wait. It's over in a month. I'm going to shave this sucker off.
It looks good.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
Yeah,
Keep
except all you, man, and a bag of chips. Cut the hair, shave the beard. I can't wait. Okay, this is Sean Erhardt. He is the co-founder and
Founder.
He is the founder and co-owner
Yes,
of Crate and
founder
Play.
and
You
owner.
and your wife.
Founder, yes, co-owner. That's
And
correct.
what's your wife's name?
Her name is Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Yes.
You know, she's probably the boss. I mean, we all know how that works.
She's doing an amazing job.
She's doing an amazing job. You're also a merchant marine officer and a first-class pilot rated for the Great Lakes.
Great Lakes ships. Yeah, that's correct.
And that, you have to explain that in a minute. He also a member of the worship team at Lakeside Church. He has an AA in applied science, and he is almost to his bachelor's degree in wellness, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, took some schooling a little while ago, but kind of ran out of some funding. So
I mean, some of us did 4.5 years of school and never got a degree and wasn't bright enough to go back and finish the 3 classes we needed to finish. So, okay, I want to ask you, Sean. You're kind of in a unique spot. There's a lot of people now. The economy is really good. They're trying to start businesses. They think they might want to. Tell us where this came from. What was the genesis of Crate and Play? Was it an idea you had and you thought, hey, this would be a good business? Or did you want to go into business and change your career and you looked for an idea? Tell us what was the seed of this?
Well, Joe, I will have to say that the seed of this was planted probably back in high school. It goes back that far. However, it's funny that you say we're in a unique position because I keep hearing that almost every day. Every week there's something that just doesn't happen, in kind of normal business pursuit, entrepreneurs' lives, so to speak. So all that being said, yeah, this seed was planted back in high school. I had a desire to have my own business. My grandfather was a business owner. He had a furniture store in Lakewood, Ohio, and anyway, the recent seed or the reconnect to this came about when my physical dog at home, had to have surgery on his his ACL. So there was, obviously 6 weeks of healing, and now we got some scar tissue going on. He actually had both of them done. So in that particular time, I kind of wished that I would have had, some extra, extra help for his recovery.
So let me just clear this up a little. So you basically had a dog that needed some help because of some recovery help. You couldn't do it all yourself because you had a job,
Correct.
right? You had a life.
Yep.
And so you really saw a place here where, there was no market. So you said, maybe I'm not the only guy that struggles with this problem.
In some respects, I would have to say that that's true, but it goes a little bit further than that, Joe. I like the Shark Tank. A lot of people watch the Shark Tank on TV, so I've watched it. One of my favorites is Robert. He sits all the way at the end.
Yep,
Robert. I remember him. Yeah,
Yep.
I remember him saying one day, he's like, "Don't just start a business." He's like, "Find a problem and create a solution." So I saw all this building and construction that we got going on in Mineola and Claremont, and you just look around. I mean, out my back door, my house is rumbling because of all the heavy equipment that we got over there. So I looked at this. I'm like, man, is there somebody's got to be doing something about the pet population? Because I researched it. Roughly one out of every 2 houses has got at least one dog, or if not 2. So I started doing some more research, and it just started to snowball into, nobody's really paying attention to this, but you know what? We are now. So that's where we're at. So I saw the problem. We're creating the solution, and we're adding flair to it.
So you get this idea, you realize there's a market, or you think maybe there is a market.
Yeah.
I see a need,
Yep.
I see a problem, I think I have a solution. Where did you go from there? What was your next step? You finally said, well, maybe I can make this a business.
Yeah.
What was your next step?
Well, my next step was I actually sat down and started writing out the name. I had a couple of names because everything I wanted to make sure that I was running towards something. I had my daughter, Aaliyah. She was so cute. Anyway, she was helping me with the name, and we were, as a family, trying to come up with a name for this. So we finally came up with a name, and the actual CRATE is an acronym for something that we'll discuss here on the show today. So we came up with a name, and after that, I sat down. I was like, okay, I need to start my business plan. I have to go. I just listed off all of these things. I'm going to need real estate. I'm going to need all these things. Just basically started putting together a bulleted list as to what I needed.
Sounds like you're just doing a basic brain dump.
If
this was to happen, then I need this, then I need this,
Right.
then I need this. Was that process overwhelming at all?
It certainly was when I was doing it by myself, because for a while there, I was literally doing all this by myself. I had a lot of time on the ships to sit and think about this, and there was days that I literally felt like a caged animal, like I wish I was here, and I'm here, because I can't facilitate what I want to facilitate. I just got to write it down and save it for later. But that being said, I ended up meeting with Eddie Hill from the SBDC here at UCF.
Small Business Development Center, for those of you who may not know.
That's the acronym for that. But yeah, and he began to coach me. One day, literally, I was kind of struggling a little bit as to because I had all this stuff going on. I'm like, where do I go next?
Did you reach out to them, or did they find you?
I reached out to them.
I
reached out to them because I heard about that through the Shark Tank. Like, find your local business development center. It's free. We pay it. That's our tax dollars at work. So I said, okay, well, I'll use that. I tried it. Anyway, there was a day that I was making some phone calls, and then I was talking to my best friend Jimmy Klein. He actually owns Refinement Auto Detailing. Probably the best detailer in the nation. I'll have to say that. But anyway. He was talking to me. He's like, man, he goes, just sit down and make some phone calls and just start with that. Let's see where it goes. Started making some phone calls, and now that turned into, my operations manager is on board, and we have an awesome team that's already built. And I'm not doing this by myself anymore. A lot of people share this vision with me, and it's just been growing and growing and growing since then. So in a nutshell, as condensed as I can get it, that's kind of where we're at.
So give us an idea at that beginning process. Did the SBDC, did you have to go through an application process to be with the SBDC? Did they interview you? Did they say go away and come back when you've solved these 3 problems or answered these 3 questions? What was that like, and what kind of things did they help you with?
It was actually pretty simple. The entrance process was actually pretty simple. What are you doing? What do you need? There was some basic format questions, kind of onboarding to kind of find out what the needs were. The first meeting that I sat into with Eddie, and I can't remember, one of the other guys was there. I want to say his name was Miguel or...
Yep.
Anyway, yeah, I think it was Miguel, and then you had Caesar. I think he's Anyway, so we were all together in the office, and I had thought to myself, I don't have enough information for these guys, but they were like blown away as to how much information that I did have for them. They're like, wow, you've got your stuff together and you're ready to go. And they challenged me because they said, a lot of people come in here and we never see them again. So I was like, you know what, I'm not going to be that statistic you're going to see. I'm going to be in their face a lot.
Well, I'm sure they see a lot of people that have an idea and think it's going to be, and once they realize it's going to take some work.
Correct.
They're down the road.
And this has been a lot of work.
So what kind of, did they just give you a mentor? Did they plug you into financing?
No, the main thing for him was for their direction. They were coaching us with the financials, how to set this up, how to set the P&L up, how to set the cash flow. And it's
basic business
advice. And it was really good because, I understand a lot of that stuff just naturally, as does my ops manager. And, but there's a lot of moving parts involved in this. And when you look at it, broken up, it can be kind of overwhelming. So he kept us on track. They kept us on track, kept us focused, made sure that we stayed where we were supposed to be. And we've, have a pretty good plan right now.
So let's fast forward a little bit. Tell us what the business is. And it looks like we have a logo. Where's that from, Jay? That's Facebook.
Okay.
So tell us what that crate stands for.
Okay, CRATE actually stands for Canine Rehabilitation Aquatic Therapy Exercise. Okay, and we added the "and play" because our motto is recovering your dogs to play, playing your dogs to recover. We want to make sure that the dogs that visit, we call them guests or family members and whatnot. We're kind of moving away from the client customer thing. So it's going to be personal, but we want to make sure that that they experience play in their therapy. It's extremely important.
Well, tell us about the therapy. I think that's the thing we haven't touched on yet. Tell us about the business itself. What does the business do?
Well, the business, once we get up and running, we're going to be able to harbor and board about 92 dogs at full capacity for boarding. We're also going to have an indoor-outdoor play area. We're going to do half-day daycare, full-day daycare. There's going to be, just a fresh 5-star face of dog boarding and daycare in Lake County. We have a spot picked out in Groveland right now that we've already laid out the plans. General contractors just got back with me, on the cost of the build out. So we are currently in the process.
So, but that's not the main part of what you're doing.
The main part of what we're doing is going to be the hydrotherapy section. On top of that, we have a...
Explain to us how the hydrotherapy works.
Hydrotherapy, basically it's simple. The dogs will get into a pool or a tub is what we're going to have, oversized 10x6 pools. And with a licensed certified therapist, they will be in the water. They will be focusing on specific techniques to increase the strength, stretch out the muscles. Basically, we're going to use the natural resistance of water to help strengthen, their bodies after like a surgical procedure, or if a dog is suffering from like just a natural aging process, arthritis, bad hip dysplasia, poor posture.
It's you showed me something the other day, and I think is that a picture, Jay, of a dog in aqua? Yeah. You have at the bottom of these is a treadmill.
That's correct.
I really like this idea.
We're going to have 2 of those, Joe.
Because it just seems to me that the buoyancy takes the pressure off. I know that when I'm, sometimes when I injure myself, I spend some time in a pool trying to exercise it because it lifts the weight that I put on off of that joint so that I can. And so when you were talking about this, I thought this was just a really cool concept. to apply to our animals. Look, when we get back, we're going to hear from our sponsors. When we get back, we're going to talk about what some of your challenges have been and some of the way that this is set up. Okay. So we're going to hear from the sponsors. Don't go away. If you have fur babies you love, and I'm going to give a little spoiler here. If you have a veteran you love, you need to stay tuned because we have some information that can be very important for the veterans in your life. So we'll see you in just a minute. Don't go away. Joe Knows South Lake would like to thank the following sponsors.
Life is better when you're smiling. At Modern Orthodontics, Dr. Alan Wong has changed thousands of lives helping patients achieve the modern smile with braces and clear aligners. Utilizing digital scanning technology, Modern Orthodontics creates in-office 3D models for clearly modern aligners. Modern Orthodontics is conveniently located in Claremont, Apopka, and Bushnell. Call or text us to schedule your free exam and create your modern smile today.
50 West, pre-leasing now in Claremont. A first-of-its-kind commercial development in the Southeast. Contact us today to reserve your spot in this historic development. 50 West, unique, quality, Class A. For more information on leasing, contact Ashley Punn, 407-403-4165. Karen Arlon at 407-948-0767. Or visit lease@50west.com.
Burgerum, located in the Epic Theater Shopping Plaza on Highway 27, is the premier destination for gourmet burgers. Using only the freshest ingredients, Burgerum offers a variety of burgers, salads, wings, and a whole lot more. Beef, chicken, lamb, fish, and even veggie. Burgerum has something for everyone, no matter your dietary preference. Burgerum, millions of possibilities, endless combinations.
Your CBD store Claremont provides a wide range of high-quality, full and broad-spectrum CBD products. Topical creams, tinctures, water solubles, edibles, and even CBD products for your pets. From soil to oil, your CBD store Claremont sources and provides third-party lab tests for all products so that you know exactly what you're getting. Stop by your CBD store Claremont today to speak with one of our knowledgeable staff members to find the right CBD product for you.
Joe Knows South Lake would like to thank the following sponsors. Welcome back. I watch these ads out of the corner of my eye, and beyond just warming my heart, I love the local businesses. One of the reasons I want to bring you on. Joe Knows South Lake is such a fan of the small local independent business. We talk about the CBD store and Modern Orthodontics. Even Burgerum is, and where Burgerum is?
I've had their burger.
You've had theirs. They're amazing. Well, today is their crispy chicken special, combo special. Absolutely amazing. Every time I'm usually a guy that picks something and then I have that every time. Yeah. But their combinations are so cool. Yeah. Every time I go in there, I try something a little different. I haven't been able to handle the jalapeno one though. The other thing is, if you got a family, they feed kids for free on Mondays. So get on out there, utilize the businesses we advertise here on South Lake TV. Tell them you heard about them through South Lake TV, or at least that you saw them on here. And we would appreciate that, and they will too. Knows that their marketing dollars are at work. All right. Let's talk a little bit. We talk about what the hydrotherapy is, and what are some of the challenges you're finding now? So we talked about how you got started, and nothing. There's this idea that you're going to start a business, you're going to write the business plan, you're going to do X, Y, Z, but it never works out, right? I mean, it's kind of like the battle plan concept. No battle plan survives contact with the enemy, right? So the minute you actually put shoe leather to the street, it's going to change. What have been some of the challenges that you've had to face?
Well, some of the challenges that we've had to face is, obviously locating the right place to run this operation. There's been a couple of things that we've looked into that have gone away. We've considered right off the bat building. That leads to our second challenge, which has been funding.
That's a big challenge for almost every business. So how have you guys overcome that?
Well,
or at least how are you working on it?
We're working
on it.
Well, I first and foremost, I have to praise God because He's got us through, some pretty amazing things. I mean, if it wasn't for Him, we wouldn't be where we are today. He gets all of it. So, but no, we've actually partnered up with a company out in LA. They're currently working on our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter page, which will be live on March 4th. The company called InventorX, Kevin Harrington from the Shark Tank is a partner of that, and they are actually helping us with a huge marketing blast as well as crowdfunding. So when we sit to kick off the actual opening of our business, we'll literally have some cash flow on hand that we'll be able to use to buy
and
our
if
equipment.
you are interested in this business, if you're interested in crowdfunding, we're going to put that link up a little bit later when we come to the closing section of the show. So stay tuned. Tell us a little bit about what crowdfunding is for those that may not understand.
Well, crowdfunding is simply put, if you've ever contributed to a GoFundMe, which we have as well, that's in a nutshell what it is. It really is people pouring into your idea and your vision because they believe in it and they want to see the success. The really cool thing is we've captured somebody's heart in this particular situation in our industry. We call it a passion market because it's people's heart are involved with this. These dogs are family members and they can see the validity in what we're doing. And
I think that fits with the natural trend over the last 10, 15 years to get rescues as opposed to rescue instead of purchase an animal.
And speaking on that, Joe, one of the most important facets I believe with our operations is we're going to be harboring a nonprofit underneath the LLC umbrella. What this is going to do, Joe, is going to allow us to train up service dogs for our military vets and make sure that they have these dogs available to them. It's extremely important. There's a bill out there right now that's actually been passed. I think the governor, it's going in front of the governor here soon, but it passed Senate I think on the 5th of February this year. It's called Paws for Veterans Therapy Act. That PAWS is Puppies Assisting Wounded Service Members. So it's just going to make it easier for us to access that program, and our hopes are to get.
I do know too. The VA has another program as well that similar on the federal level. Right. It provides, I think, the veteran $24,000 for the purchase and training of an assistance animal. And we actually have a great guy. I've had him on the show. Actually had him and his assistant animal on the show. He's a Marine Corps veteran, suffers from PTSD. So we had a great story about how, what's his dog's name? I want to say Rex, but I don't think that's it. I know it's going to bug me. I'm going to have to give him a call to find out.
Name? Do you know the
I don't know the trainer's name. But Mason Reed owns is manager and part owner of a local community, local computer business. My mouth is just not working this morning. It's decided it's Monday. Has a mind of its own.
That's right.
And so I know that there are programs for that, and I think it's really cool that you're trying to tap into that right from the beginning.
Yeah, and I believe that's really going to be the heartbeat of our operation is going to be the nonprofit. Our military men and women, our service men and women have sacrificed a lot. There's still some the core of one of the cores of our operations. His name is Miguel Cottridge. He is a military Vietnam War vet who literally suffers from the effects of Agent Orange, and he has been he actually has contributed to our actual funding. Because we had to raise some money for marketing, and I was able to do that in 3 days by the grace of God.
Let me ask you this. When people go through a crowdfunding, is there equity that kicks back to them? Or, I mean, it's not like buying stock in a regular
Not really,
company.
no.
So as a business owner, it's not like trying to find an angel investor who's a guy that's going to take pretty much a percentage of your company.
Right.
That's what the Shark Tank is.
Yeah.
It's the their capital capital. I forget what the term is, but they tend to be angel investors. The guy that comes in and saves your bacon. They call him an angel because they save your bacon. They fund the business. They show you what you're doing. Yeah. Again, another mind blank. Capital something or other.
I can't follow what you're saying either.
So crowdfunding is basically me making a donation to your
Basically,
business.
that's what it is. Yeah, the company that we're working with at the end of the campaign, which should be sometime towards the end of May, they're going to get 10% of what they raise, which is fine. They're doing a lot of hard work in the background, and they're really kickstarting this marketing for us and whatnot. But we still need that out here. We want to make sure that everybody is on board with this, because we're actually on the we're going to be changing the face of the industry with us. We're actually taking the Chick-fil-A into Publix model and kind of incorporating into the philosophy of our business, and holding our employees responsible. We're going to have a lot of fun too. We can't do this without having fun. It's going to be a place that nobody's going to want to leave at night.
It's so cool that you say that, because I think so many new business owners miss that.
Yeah.
One of the things that helps Jay and I get through the rough spots is the joking at the commercial breaks and the fun that we tend to have. It's not all fun and games, but without the fun, why didn't you just stay in your old job?
Right, exactly. And our prices are going to be not bad either, too. Right. So
tell us, let us know. I mean, I saw your prices the other day. Very reasonable, very standard, usual. You get a little nervous when somebody says, "Well, I'm going to open up an exclusive boarding facility." You tend to think. My son lives next to one. They call it a pet day spa, an exclusive pet day spa. It was like $300 for 4 hours of spa, and I think I can take my dog to a local groomer, for $50 and get the same services, right?
Yeah, your typical hydrotherapy session, for, let's say, just for like a half-hour treadmill, is going to run you about $100 to $50, $50. Your hydrotherapy only for an hour will be like $100, right around there. Half hour for a hydro, $60. Hydrotherapy and a treadmill. Plus a treadmill, Are you going to be connected into the pet insurance? I know that's on the rise. That's our intention.
So people can pay for it through their pet health insurance.
Yeah, that's our intentions. We just want to make sure that we get hooked up with somebody who pays their bills on time.
Amazing, the world changes. I was talking to my daughter who has one of these policies, and I can remember there was a time if your dog got sick, you just put it down. Nobody was going to. There was no. I mean, a vet was basically for minor injuries or the end of their life.
Right.
And today that's not true. There are whole fields of veterinary.
Speaking of vets, we also if we were referred to by a veterinarian clinic to come see us, we're going to refer two clients back to that particular vet. We just want to do better than we receive. We want to just make things better than.
It actually sounds like a good way to get your business built is to really connect with the veterinary.
And we've done that
community,
and we've done that too as well.
So when are you scheduled to open?
Well, based on talking with my general contractor, once we get the lease and everything squared away here, I hope that's going to be this week. It sounds like it's pretty close here. So once we get that taken care of, it's probably going to be towards the end of the summer. We should be opening up because we have to build out an empty shell.
So you're going to finish a lease. You're doing a build out.
Yeah, we're doing a build out. Yeah.
And where is it going to be located? Just in general.
In general, it'll be right next to B's RV Resort on 27. It's easy on, easy off.
It's right here in Groveland.
Right. It'll be right here in Groveland.
Gotta love
great
that.
For the city.
We had talked a little bit about. You'd asked me a little bit earlier about exclusivity. What did you mean by that? That you're going to be exclusive?
Well, the fact is, Joe, we will be able to boast exclusivity because we're going to be the only center facility in Lake County that's doing what we're doing. I want to say, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say possibly even the state of Florida with our nonprofit underneath our LLC umbrella. Now, there are people, there's some places in Orange County where they do offer hydrotherapy as well as some boarding. But with us, as soon as we open our doors, people are going to walk through excellence. It's going to be 5-star all the way with good prices.
So tell us what's next.
Yeah. Well, we have phase 2 already mapped out. The SBDC has started pushing franchise into our face, and we'll
and
see.
You're like, can I get the doors open first?
Exactly. I'm like, come on, Eddie, slow it down a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah,
great idea. I'll keep it on the back burner.
But we do have a phase 2. I already have it mapped out, and we've met with Rick McCoy. He's the civil engineer for Claremont. We spoke with him, about our project on a piece of land that we're looking at over there, and he was pretty inspired with it. So, Rick, if you're out there, we're still coming at you there, baby.
Well, man, very exciting to have you here, and I got to tell you, like I told you before, and I told Sean the other day, he's like, well, why don't you wait till we're built out? And I said, why don't I come talk to you about the challenges of opening a business? And then when you're built out, we'll come out and do a recorded segment and see your facility.
Oh, yeah. I love that.
Maybe see some of the tubs at work and the treadmills at work.
Get you into the pool. Get you into one of the tubs of the dog there.
Not me.
Yeah, why not?
Not me, no. I don't like being shaped on.
It's all good.
Look, I can barely stand my own dog. Excuse me, it's not even my dog. It's
we
my
have
wife's
2.
dog.
Yeah, we have 2. So, yeah. One puppy and one old one. So.
I truth be told, if something happened to that dog, my wife would be upset.
Yeah.
I'd probably miss it too. I don't even like the dog.
Yeah.
Okay, I put up with the dog. I feed it because my wife would be upset if I didn't. I play with it because my wife would be upset if I didn't. I'm mean. I am. And for my children that are watching, don't you forget it. I'm mean. I don't ever give the dog anything that's not in its bowl.
We'll have to change his mind on
Yeah.
that.
A standard argument in the house. Yeah. Dad, how come the dog is standing under you every time you cut meat? I don't know.
Because your voice is deeper.
That's it. Because my voice is deeper.
It's called the alpha roll.
It's hopeful. It's kind of like hoping to win the lottery. Maybe I'll drop a whole steak. I'll pick it up and rinse it off. You don't get this. Anyways, thanks for joining us, man.
It was a pleasure.
You've been
My pleasure.
A great guest.
Yeah.
Look, if you know anybody that should be a guest on Joe Knows South Lake, please reach out to me. This is our information. You know how to get a hold of me. No excuses. Over 25,000 unique views just on what we can track. You should be advertising and promoting your business here. Don't forget about our community calendar. If you have an event, please send it to our news at southlake.com. .tv. Whoo, boy, I knew I'd mess something up today. News at southlake.tv. Don't miss it. You get a chance to come on, promote your event, and even have some live stream opportunities. Sean, I wanted to ask you, look in this camera right here. Tell people how to get in touch with you if they have questions, if they want to help.
We'd love for you to get in touch with us. You can reach us at you can reach me personally at 407-955-1261. Also, crateandplay@outlook.com. We are looking for resumes because we're going to be hiring. We need hydrotherapists. We just need some more staff. We got a great team building right now, but we definitely need staff. Send your resumes, crateandplay@outlook.com, and our website will our website's going to be crateandplay.com.
On the 4th.
On the 4th, yes,
okay.
March 4th.
And we have your crowdfunding link.
Yes, we have a GoFundMe up there as well.
Go ahead and get up in there if you like the idea.
A picture of my puppy.
Help a businessman kick up.
Yeah.
Finally, as Sean is doing, using his life to touch the life of others, to help them with their pets, he's using his greatness to bring out the greatness in others. And I would encourage you, there's greatness inside you, greatness you don't see. And you can use it, even if you don't see it, to bring out the greatness in somebody else by simply touching a life. Touch a life, change the world. I encourage you to please, this week, focus on that. This has been Joe Carlisle and Sean Erhardt on Joe Knows South Lake. We're glad you joined us. We hope to see you tomorrow, and I love you. Bye-bye. My name is Joe. 20 years ago, my wife and I moved to Lake County with our 4 young children and settled down. In that time, we've worked, worshiped, played, and raised our family. Today, I've met the people and discovered the businesses and organizations that make up a vibrant, dynamic community. Join us as we share with you what makes South Lake great. I'm Joe, and Joe knows South Lake. Joe Knows South Lake would like to thank the following sponsors: